The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. I'll say nothing.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Many, many.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right then, questions. I got this.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Bom dia, boa tarde, man. Did you finish Cana? What did I think of it? I thought it was great. It was a fantastic game. I don't remember if I had any criticisms of it whatsoever. You know, it was fantastic. Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Am I not a cop? Everything is my business.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
The lieutenant says. He opens his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
I should have read didn't go well. I thought I didn't know what I was talking about. Very beautiful game, isn't it? What is this game about? It was a beautiful game, absolutely. This game, I'm only about an hour in, a little bit less than an hour in, I think. And I'm a cop, maybe. And my inner thoughts are talking to me as I am talking to other people and investigating things, and very, very strange, but entertaining in a strange sort of way. Oh my gosh. Everything has something to do with everything.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Oh, I'm glad my inner voices caught that, because I didn't catch that. He said that, right? When did he say it? Oh yeah, they hoisted him up. You know, in today's day and age, they not necessarily an indicator, but you know, whatever. Before you said they hoisted him up in a tree, what did you mean by they?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Who exactly is saying that?
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
Debarders?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dock workers lynch this man?
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
I ain't gonna pass that check. What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent.
the IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money?
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Points to the red ledger on the counter.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
You're under arrest, Jesus. What do I owe this place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
I don't like any of these answers now. Doesn't look like this is talking to anybody but me. It's kind of dangerous to choose this, but I'm gonna choose this. Didn't I just hear my tie speak to me twice?
No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that you should arrest him! It would be wiser! He wants to take your money!
Great advice. I'm considering it.
The lieutenant looks at you tugging on your garish tie. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages.
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
I don't like this option, so I'm just gonna go with the next least best option. But what exactly is money? I don't have any other options, right? No.
What are you, a philosopher?
Since I woke up, I have trouble... No, actually, I might be.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Is this money?
Yes, it is.
That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm now down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Okay.
He stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Darkness rides. Oh, Jesus. Oh, keep it to myself and pick up the coins. Oh, wait. I guess I have to pick up the coins regardless. All right. Darkness rides.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm sorry I couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car, okay? We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I have no idea.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Up on Marvel Hill.
Why did you say that?
These are just synapses firing. It doesn't mean anything. Name must have some meaning for me.
The old thesaurus comes up empty. Maybe you should ask the lieutenant.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, do you know a place called Marble Hill?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
Expression?
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Hobo cop. I could trace the way back somehow. To the exact street, the exact number on a building.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Alright. Quick save? Quick save. Alright.
Hello, sweetie.
Lovely woman turns to you with a smile. Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie. Look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
I don't want to talk about the dimple anymore. Dimple or not, I'm a bitter man. The years have taken their toll.
Take heart, officer. You're still a man in your prime. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Wow, you seem to be in a chair. Jeez. How would you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I don't think this police officer guy would appreciate a civilian handling this investigation. Nothing. I was just thinking of the lyrics to a song, Run a Roll With Me.
Ah, yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me. Morel says it's my theme song.
I gotta get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Gives you a small wave. If I didn't have this guy with me, I would have totally asked her to join my party. She would bust up all the suckers. And you know this, man. Street sign says, F the police. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. Pigs go home. The streetlight name is illegible. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Here we go again. Illegible. Illegible. Something like that.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
This is the craziest looking motor carriage I have ever seen.
Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage.
Yeah. That's his car, pretty sure. Actually, we'll go to the back. Said we were gonna go to the back. Rue des Saints, London 8B. This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable.
corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Legendary. God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
No one is judging. I don't know why I can't do anything else, but... Matter for the kids won't hold the weight of a grown man. I'm just trying to grow into herbs in this greenhouse. A really interesting time to autosave. Hold on. Up.
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah! Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Yells the other kid behind the fence. A moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
Kuno S and Kuno. He wipes the sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Look, I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Pig's choking! He's totally choking!
Help me out here. Oh, no, no.
Fucking idiot Mulkapa! Doesn't know any questions!
About the crime scene. You kids often play in the backyard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
What's in that greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
You mean the young woman by Whirling in Rags, that gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
He looks at you in the eye and nods, as if agreeing with himself.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March?
Should ask her about that.
Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
The ladder, ever climb it? Point to the ladder on the tree.
Look at that fucking shit! You're trying to get Kuno killed!
So you would say that ladder is unclimbable.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Might have questions for later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Spits over his shoulder, then looks back up at you. Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
The boy points to his chest with both thumbs. It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Interesting, you refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that book shit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
The boy knows he has an addictive personality. Admirable insight for his age.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
The sound gets louder as the child spouts at the windows, looking over the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Just answer the questions.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Jesus.
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in aim, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinaise.
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Punching him would appeal to his reason, for sure. But there's a police officer right here. Are you high right now?
Help! Misters, help!
Prances around, eyes bulging out of his sockets, rolling hard, yelling at the windows.
He's having the time of his life. Total ecstasy. Fuck the pig.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late!
I mean, I got a police officer right next to me, so I think I'm fine. I don't think I'm gonna back off. Who put you up to this?
No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you. Change your plan. You can't let that happen. It will make things harder down the line. You may end up missing crucial information.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Someone put you up to this.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Listen to your friend.
Kuno hawks a loogie on the ground. The phlegm is yellowish and bubbling somehow. Okay, no one put you up to this.
Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno in the ass!
Tears of joy mix with the sweat smelling of laundry detergent on his face. All right. What is a six charade?
No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
This kid is having so much fun.
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
Be logical, kid. I haven't done anything to you.
Fucking logical. Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno.
Man, this guy wasn't right here. I'd totally try this, just for the fun of it. Alright, we won't punch him. It's a bad idea.
Look.
Kuno whispers even softer than before, vanishing silent.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that.
Yes, how do I get back to it? I want to go back to that thought.
It's good you said that. Here it is. Here we go. Kuno likes this.
Starts prancing around again, tongue lolling out of his mouth. Yes, no, I've changed my mind again.
Oh no! You pussied out again! Shouldn't have done that! Kuno's gonna bitch you out now! Kuno's gonna sublet you!
Sublet you.
Pass you around like candy, fat boy! Pass your fat ass around! King Kuno!
Backing up was a bad idea. Now he thinks he's established dominance over you.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
The peepo-headed critter doesn't let him finish.
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
Alright. We'll let that kid have their fun by mocking me. Man, this guy was no help whatsoever.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags." There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
It's a stupid question. Keep the hunch to myself.
The lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or
Or
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Letter R wears a crown on the ribbon below the light above descending. And homeboy Slice being no help whatsoever. Boing. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes.
Why did I put that overlay there? I haven't actually seen the overlay. I put an extension up so that I guess people can see, I guess the stats that I'm rocking with and I guess my quests and stuff. And you can turn it off if you want to, but that would be kind of cool. And apparently people can vote for options and things like that. So I don't know how I trigger any of that, but you know, I thought it would be neat.
Rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What feeling?
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Follow those hunches. We're on a journey now. Where we go, nobody knows.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Interesting. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. There is quite a bit of stuff going on here.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
The things that I would do if this police officer was not in my party right now. I just don't want to be judged by this guy, you know? Like, you know he's just writing things down in his little notebook and be like, this Sogafoo, man. I had to be paired with this guy. He's literally patting a mailbox and saying good boy. Like, what the heck?
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors, too. They put their trash there, and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
I guess there is a little bit of strangeness to it, isn't there? That, you know, like if I were to think back, most, well, I guess small containers are usually not locked, but those really big dumpsters are sometimes locked. This is like a bar or someplace. You know, they could be recycling the bottles and stuff like that. And again, this is a bar, you know, it's probably not a horrible thing to continue prodding. Doesn't it seem callous to you guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Man, I am going to learn so much in this game and then forget it literally 5 minutes after I learn it. 9/11? Same thing? I don't know what you mean by that. Where's 9 and... Oh, 11 day? I don't see 9. Oh, you mean the... He said 9-day government, but the text says 11. Oh. I didn't catch that. Voice acting or text, you know, it's fine. It could just be my character too, and just, you know, he just doesn't know. Yum yum, tell me more.
He killed himself.
Oh, I thought I was talking to that person. Thank you, Encyclopedia. I'm Neil Krasmazov.
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Goodbye. I really want to see what happens on the overlay when like I don't know how to prompt people in chat to vote on stuff. Let's finish our current objective right now, which is opening up this whirligig. Maybe when this guy's not looking, we can punch this stupid kid. This is the logo of the municipality of Revachol.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags."
Open the padlock with the key.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition on there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Pick out the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Grab them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket.
A guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
He looks into the container.
the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Suckafoo. Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Pack the shirt.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of ribbed shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
Thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
The mug, I'm getting that mug too.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
Teak?
only in its social sensibility.
The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns to his sight to the trash.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Thank you, tutorial agent.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
This. I have no idea what's going on. What? I don't know what that is. These are my tasks. Would you really let chat decide for me? I would let chat decide for me. There's probably going to be some of those decisions where it's like, you know what? I like this one and I like this one, and I would choose either one. Let's see what chat would be most interested in. Or it could be one of those scenarios of, I don't like either of these options. Which one is chat more interested in? These are found white checks. These are, those on white are available to try now. Legendary. Alright, so we need some way to suppress the body. I mean, we can clearly see the belt is there. Need some sort of like gas mask or something. Here, interact. Use the interact button. I don't know what the interact button is. Could you tell me what that button is? Find out what that button is. Interact button. Certainly confused. Can't equip it. I can't put it on my head.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Said task done in the game, but you don't see any tasks at all in the extension. Yeah, I saw that as well. Not sure what's going on there. It is showing all of my psyche stuff. I'm not sure how that's working. I also still don't know how to get chat to vote on stuff. I'll have to look into this further. Tell me, what exactly have you been doing in your greenhouse in March?
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
You smile shyly.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
+1 disingenuous grandma. Squint your eyes and look at her intently.
Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see?
An entrance to the yard?
That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
Are you by any chance keeping an eye on us?
No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about.
She looks toward the yard and her expression clears.
The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble.
I was talking to him, yes.
Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job, but that kid is beyond help. And he certainly won't help you.
She shakes her head.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
The lieutenant intervenes, looking at her intently.
Yes, I'm tired.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with a canary yellow glove.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
He hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Thank you. Hey. We've got some clothes. Got some gloves. Bye-bye, bugs. Alright, we need some sort of, gas mask now. Goods from Lori haphazardly litter the surroundings. Boy.
Welcome to Revachol.
Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you. It's addressed to the lieutenant. What's a Revachol?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
He's right. You're undermining our best shot at a real self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Bucko?
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I never understood this right here. Like, I'm gonna say the F word and then I'm going to like censor the A word. You know, it's like, what? You just said the F word and then you're gonna just stop on the next one? What are you doing? I don't get it. Well, I think we all learned something here. Smile at the lorryman.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
Lorryman shakes his head with indignation.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Oh, that's settled. We have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarette smoldering between his fingers. Found this mug in the trash. Yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
Wait, how long has this been going on then?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
Okay. We're done here for now. Welcome. Jump Jams, a populaire musique mag. Or musique. A glossy magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hosts the top 10 list. I'll take that. Freet. Sick.
Scab?
Asks a man with jolly eyes, tilting his head. Oh, we just gonna walk up there.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mass, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money."
We both laughed at the same thing, dog. I see you on that one.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Come to Martinet investigating a murder.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it.
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rope me out. Easier that way.
Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice.
He is nice.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
Drama. What do you know, drama? This option is crazy. What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Three T's. How idiomatic. You notice, in case of a strike, press button. Behind guard. A hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. No lockpicking or door kicking this one. How do I get to, like, the roof? I don't. Stuff up there. Measurehead crushes all.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant's side agrees.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Maybe I'm not, like, waiting enough time. I don't know. I definitely don't see anything. Alright, Authority. I'll listen to you. Say nothing. Size them up first. That's the best way to understand that, dang, I'm getting destroyed right now.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
This is crazy. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust, as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Enough. I need you to open the door to the harbor.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it. Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
You're right about all this. Now I just need you to let me go into the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Wouldn't that mean I would have to become a Simonese supremacist myself?
Well, not as such. What you do with a mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
This is crazy. This is crazy. I like this guy's accent, and I like the way he talks. Very interesting. I would never even try that. Interesting that this is a white check, as well as this. gonna leave for now. I'm gonna save and mark. I needed to do that.